cat friend. Oh, she was just on the chair with me. Hello. She's come back for some food. Hey guys, creator mom. I want to talk about anxiety today. Again, I feel like I've been having a little bit more anxiety lately, but well, I think the other night it was due to me having a little bit too much caffeine, but at any rate, I was listening to a few anxiety videos this morning, and if you're struggling with anxiety, yes, kitty, this guy Cato, Cato, is pretty comforting to watch. Oh, there she come. Oh, there she come. I have a cat now. An outside cat. Yeah, Cato. When people who have been through anxiety and like kind of come out on the other side, it's very comforting to watch when you're experiencing symptoms. And I was watching this other girl, and she was so spot on about how anxiety peaks. She's like, it kind of creeps up on you, right? You start to feel it coming. You get little symptoms like maybe heat flushes through your body. Maybe your palms start to get sweaty. You just start to feel weird, you know? And then it really peaks into this intense feeling that makes you feel like you just want to spin out of control. But you're not. There is nowhere to spin out of control to. That's the thing. Yeah, you can go outside and run around or something, but anxiety has a way of also wanting you to spin out of control, but at the same time paralyzing you. It's almost like two polar opposite things coming together and clashing. Like, run around, spin out of control, but yet be paralyzed with fear. So it's like the clashing of these two polar opposite things. Feels very like terrifying internally. Yes, kitty. She's like, where's my piece of ham? Yeah. I watched this other video. This guy was talking about how whatever you're afraid of, like, you have to face it. I don't know, kind of like exposure therapy, but I agree and I disagree, because I agree with this guy, Kat, though. He was saying that anxiety does have an expiration date, which I agree with. And how he did it was just surrender to it. Like, you don't have to try to do anything. Like, you don't have to fight it. Like, it's coming for a reason, you know? Like, your mind is healing, your body is doing something. And I also felt like anxiety, I think, comes to people who feel like they have a lot to lose, you know? Because Kato was saying, when he was in his like worst anxiety phase in his life, that he was passing this homeless guy and just looked kind of happy, just asking for money. And I thought, yes, that's because when you're homeless, what do you have to lose? And that's not to diss homeless people or anything like that at all, but like, when you're in a survival mode, I feel like you don't really have like panic attacks, like because it's just like you're at the bottom, you feel like. And that's what happened to me. It's like when I was at the shelter, I didn't really have anxiety. I was in survival mode. I was like working, like I was focused, you know. Then all of a sudden I get safe. And then now my body wants to have anxiety when I'm driving. It's looking for a place, I don't know, to put this fear energy. So, yeah. Because now that I'm safe, it's like, you're never really safe, are you? But, you know, you have things to maintain in your life, and it gets to feeling like a lot, you know? That you feel like you have to uphold everything. And if you do one thing wrong, then everything just collapses. So, and then you can get panic and anxiety. I think that, you know, grounding, centering as much as possible is good. Staying in tune with your body, thinking about what's too much for you, what do you need, what do you not need, what can you let go of, what's important. Restorative yoga, you know, repairing your nervous system, all those things. I think that my anxiety that I'm experiencing, I haven't even experienced it while driving it, because honestly I stopped driving far, but I think that it will go away. I really do. I think it's just a phase. And sometimes it can take a year or something, you know, to process through. Like I had bicep tendonitis, which I still don't have full range of motion totally, but it's way better than it was a year ago. Like 90% better. And when I first had this bicep tendonitis, the missing that range of motion, like when I was going to put my bra on and stuff like that, was it felt awful. Like, man, I can't believe this, you know, because I always knew that my shoulder, I need to maintain good range of motion and strengthen my shoulders and stuff like that. So that was really like disheartening. And then everybody was like, no, it will heal, you know. And I just was like kind of doubting, like, this doesn't feel like it's gonna heal. Like, then I would try to do specific exercises for it, but then that never stuck. I was like, you know what, I'm not doing it. But I did continue to do my, you know, yoga, Pilates, whatever I did, and kind of kept, you know, challenging it little by little and making sure that I was like warming my muscles and joints often, bringing that heat and bringing that blood and oxygen to the area. And then, you know, now it's over a year later, and it's almost completely better. So you just have to stick with yourself. It was funny because the other night, like I said, I think I had 2 cups of coffee that day, and it was Starbucks coffee. So I was like, I think the anxiety won't hit me right away. If I've had too much caffeine, it'll hit me at night because it's so nice. And I got my son brought one of the guinea pigs up to my bed and laid the guinea pig on my stomach. And animals do make you feel better when you have anxiety or you're having an anxiety moment, like petting your dog. Or yeah, the guinea pig on my belly, it was so comforting. I literally fell asleep within a few moments or something. It was crazy. So yeah, pets definitely do help, and having pets as emotional support is really a real thing. So I always think to myself, if I'm feeling anxious, like, I need to hold the guinea pig. You know, they do make you feel better. There's something calming about it. So yeah. Alright guys, that's all I want to share.